Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col UTV. It's our midweek show here where we take a look back at an excellent win against Sutton at the weekend. That's 2 consecutive home games in a row where we've scored 4 goals. Great to see that. And of course, that means we'll be in League 2 next season. Goals from Luke Chambers, John Akindi, Junior Shamadan and Noah Chilvers were enough. Were plenty to get us over the line. And especially as we went 1-0 down. So it's great to see that reaction. Let's take a look back at the goals and then we'll hear the thoughts from our head coach, Ben Garner.
And you want to get the job done yourself and not be looking elsewhere for it. So, and you certainly did that emphatically today.
Yeah, that was pleasing, and that was a target. Not rely on results elsewhere to do it for us. We could a win today guaranteed it, and we wanted to get that win. And the players deserve massive credit for how they've worked from day one when I walked through the door and up to this moment. It's been a real group effort, and they deserve great plaudits for it.
Yeah, you probably weren't thinking that after the first 10 minutes. No. You probably thought we could play much better than this.
Yeah, I could have throttled a couple in the first 10 minutes. So we were slow off the mark. We were a little bit back foot, shades of Crawley first half, but we then pushed on. I think them scoring woke us up. Made sure you're never going to get an easy game against Sutton, the way they play, the way they compete. So that woke us up, pleasing to get the equaliser, and then we pushed on from there.
Yeah, and pushing on once again for the second home game in a row. You push on and you got 3 goals to our name by half time.
Yeah, and probably been 1 or 2 more. That was pleasing, not just the goals, the chances, the opportunities that we're creating. And we won the second half as well, which was the target at half time. And we saw it through, as comfortably as you can do against a Sutton team.
Yeah, 4 different scorers, but one player that was involved in 2 or 3 of the goals, and you must be really pleased with young Sampson.
Yeah, he's a player. When I watched some games before coming in, I thought there's a lot of potential there, and he's got great hunger and desire, and he's really improving. He's taken a lot of information on. But when you've got the hunger he's got and you've got the attitude he's got, it makes our job so much easier. And for us, it's about now polishing him up, smoothing the edges, making him a more complete player. But I'm really excited about working with Sampson moving forward.
Yeah, and there's a lot of young players around that have got the potential, but like you say, just need to kind of channel that and make sure that they're using it right and they're right technically and mentally as well.
We've had a really good record here in recent seasons of players coming through, and we've got a lot of them on the pitch at the moment. And I think they're a great example to the younger players in the academy that if you work hard and you've got talent, you'll get opportunities here. And Sampson's one of those that, any player in our academy has just got to look at him and his hunger and work rate. That's the starting point. Like, if you've got that, you're going to give yourself a great chance of having a career.
Yeah. You mentioned just there about, the next target was making sure you win the second half as well as the first. Presume now then you're not looking to the summer, you're looking to, right, let's finished with 10 games unbeaten
Yeah.
in the last 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to win the last 2 games. We want to keep this unbeaten run going, finish the season as strong as we possibly can, and then that gives us nice momentum going into next season. And hopefully we can all go away in the summer and have a break with a nice feeling of how well we did and finish the season so strong, and then have that appetite and hunger to come back and do it from day one next season and get as high up this division as we can and be challenging at the top end.
Now we're mathematically safe. In your head, are you thinking, right, we can really start planning now rather than just focusing purely on getting enough points?
Yeah, we've been planning, we've been doing things in the background, but obviously the focus has been on the results. And when we've had that quick turnaround of games with Easter weekend and then the Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday this week, the games have come around thick and fast. So there's been a lot of preparation gone into that and a lot of detail. And that was, obviously I said, the main aim coming in was make sure we stay in the division. Let's not take our eye off the ball and be complacent. We've done that. We've been doing some planning in the background in terms of pre-season is pretty much there. In terms of looking at our recruitment for the summer, we've got some technical board meetings this week to step that on a level, and we can really ramp up the preparations now that we're safe.
Good to see the boss happy there with his players after going 8 games unbeaten, and quite rightly so. So he should be. Another player who had a brilliant match was Samson Davidi. The forward managed to get himself an assist with a lovely flick to Noah. He also made a great run picking the ball up on the halfway line before his shot was saved, but Junior was there to pop it home. An all-round nuisance, some would say, to Sutton defenders.
Samson, big win for the team, wasn't it? That makes sure that we're safe in League Two. Fantastic to score 4 goals at home again.
Well, today boys were brilliant. All week we've just been working hard. We thought we know what something we're going to bring. Putting it, obviously went goal down, but obviously that didn't faze us. So to score 4 goals, obviously help the team contribute as well was brilliant.
Yeah, and more experienced players on the pitch. When we went 1-0 down, were there words out there to say, come on now?
See Luke Chambers, Connor Hall, just telling us stay calm. Obviously about not 80 minutes to go, so just stay calm. It showed on the pitch.
Yeah, and what did show on the pitch that you were really willing to make that hard ground up and work hard, and your assist showed that you must be really pleased with that contribution that you made.
Yeah, just enjoying my football right now, just playing freely. See the position we're in doesn't really faze me, just being doing what I can to help the team. That's all I can do, really.
Yeah, and obviously you'd have liked to goal yourself, but is it almost as good to have an assist as well?
Yeah, got about 3 assists basically, so it was all right, really. I'll take that.
Now you must be hoping that you're in the starting 11 for the last 2 games of the season and then have a good break.
Yeah, season nearly done. Last 2 games, we try and get a couple of goals in them 2 games. Finish the season strong, which we obviously have been. So yeah.
The manager was talking earlier about the job's not done now.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be 10 games unbeaten at the end of the season, not 8. So the pressure's going to still be on you guys to a degree.
Yeah, there's no reason why we can't. Last 8 games we've shown we're a tough team to beat. So there's no reason why we can't go 10 games unbeaten.
Yeah, and you personally, it's your breakthrough season in the first team. You were in and around it last season, but this is the season where everyone knows that you've come into it, and opposition sides have watched you enough now to know what you're about, and they try and upset your game. You must feel that you've really developed and learned things as a player this season.
Yeah, learned a lot. Matt Bloomfield, Ben Garner, I've learned so much under Ben as well now. Obviously shown on the pitch, so just enjoy my football, really. That's all I can do. Do my best, energy, stay in the team. That's all I can do, really.
Yeah. Do you feel that's really important for you to play as well as you can, to be enjoying what you're doing and enjoying what you're learning?
Of course, that's the main thing, enjoying it, especially at a young age as well. Most important thing, just enjoy it. I just take everything in, the whole game, so yeah.
Brilliant.
Another brilliant performance from Samson, and a very happy man in the studio. We might be safe, but the season is certainly not over. This weekend we travel to Doncaster to try and make it 9 games without a loss. And wouldn't it be great if we finish off the season with 10 unbeaten, set us up nicely into the summer for the transfer window and looking ahead to next season in a far more positive way than maybe it was earlier on in the season. Tickets are available to buy from the ticket office. You can see the opening times and the prices. It's all on the website. The last time we played Donny, as you'll remember, we won 3-0, scoring 3 fantastic goals. What great strikes they were. Let's take a look at those goals from, I believe, earlier back in the season in November. Let's hope for more of that on Saturday. And before we close the show, a big mention to the young lads that were playing on Saturday. 7 of our starting lineup were 23 or and under, and linking up so well with the more experienced lads in the team. Every single player, both starting lineup and that come on, put on a great shift. And a special big mention to Junior Shamadou, who made it into the EFL League 2 Team of the Season and also League 2 Young Player of the Season. What a season, a lot of seasons in there, that Junior had. Well done to him, and his career is certainly going to go onwards and upwards. Finally, let's take a look at the academy as we're talking about our young players. They was in action on Tuesday evening. The under-21s lost narrowly 2-1 to Burnley in a tight game here at the JobServe Community Stadium. Let's take a look at the highlights from that. That's nearly it for this week, but let's take a look ahead at what we've got coming up here at the JobServe Community Stadium. The final game of the season for both the under-21s and the first team will be played here at the JobServe Community Stadium, with the first team taking on Mansfield and the under-21s welcoming Peterborough. The games will be played on Monday the 8th, that's against Mansfield, and Tuesday the 9th of May, that's the Peterborough game. If you can't make it to Donny at the weekend, the under-18s have a game against Crewe at Malden. The kickoff for that one is at 11 a.m. If you are heading up to Doncaster, safe journey to and from the game, cheering on the U's. Let's hope we can make it 9, take it into Mansfield game 10, unbeaten for the end of this season. That's about it for now. Have a great week, whatever you're up to. And until the midweek show next week, it's goodbye for now.